What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Lucas from Content Fries, and the next episode of Content Fridays is here. And today we will talk about Content Fridays and how we are about to repurpose them into dozens of pieces of content. So basically, it doesn't cost me that much time other than recording it live and doing these live streams. And I will show you the entire process, which you can basically implement into your business as well. We will also talk about some news of Content Fries. I think they are really awesome. So stick with me and let's go right into it. And today I look again like 15 years old because my beard is now gone. So now let's just share my screen and go to work. So okay, let me verify everything. Great. So the first step, which we are doing, and this will be better in 2.0, but currently I'm utilizing the transcription. I'm always, uploading the Content Friday episode from YouTube into Content Price. So that basically doesn't cost you any time, or that's very fast and straightforward. And as soon as you have it uploaded, then I utilizes the automatic transcription of the potato. And usually you don't have to want in your fry or in your bite-sized pieces of content parts like introduction or some stuff that you basically there is no point of sharing this as a short piece of content. So that's why I'm doing these kind of notes in the transcription, and I'm just going through the transcription and skimming it, and then marking interesting parts that we want to publish as fries, as bite-sized pieces of content, as videos on social media like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and maybe other as well. And I'm adding, as you can see, this note and where the particular part ends. And then my assistant will have an task or whatever, and he just go through the transcription and is looking for this part, and he's proofreading only these parts. Okay, so this is the first part. When he creates new fry, he has which contexts these parts should belong to, so he selects all of these. Usually we use these contexts, maybe also TikTok. So he creates new fry and selects a template for it, and then just rinse and repeat. As you can see, this is a part that is also ignored because it doesn't have any name. And this is basically very simple workflow that you can utilize as well, and maybe you can do everything. If you don't have an assistant, you can, first step from my perspective is really do something like this. So you trash or don't use what you don't want to use, and only focus on parts that matter, okay, and fix their transcriptions. So this is the second part, third part, fourth part, and I don't know how many. Let me go to archived, because this is now, I think, generated. And from this particular Content Fridays, this is part 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of content. And from the second, I think there were only 2. So it matters how long the Content Friday is. And if you have some kind of webinar or something where this style of live stream is without any kind of preparation, so it cost me as little time basically as possible, so I can give you all the fresh news and stuff. But I'm not doing some kind of presentations or slides or whatever. But if you have a webinar and you have presentation and maybe some logical strategy that you maybe some kind of 10-step strategy that you are presenting to your audience and selling them your course or whatever at the end of the webinar, then maybe you can utilize that presentation and get much more pieces of content out of your webinar or whatever the video is. So you can basically get more pieces of content, especially if you are also a native speaker. Then chances are that the throughput will be bigger. And maybe also if you maybe are doing some kind of interviews with your guests, one question and one answer can be one piece of content, so you can get the point or the idea how many pieces of content you can produce if you create something in advance, if you prepare to the webinar, or if it is more prepared than a Content Friday. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So this is third part, and so on and so forth. And this is how it looks like when we are doing it. And this template is utilizing, outlines and also some kind of other font as well as a secondary headline. Then we have subtitles with a preset. We use the first preset. And we also have to add some kind of option, so you save your preset to your own library so you can reuse it every time, because now I have to apply this preset and make some changes. So subtitles look like this. As you can see, these subtitles have a different line height than what is in the preset. They have different font size, and they have also outline this dark gray color, so it looks kind of better. It's not just a flat text, but it has this kind of fancy outline to it. So it looks like this. And this is basically the template that we use for all of these pieces of content that we generate. And the second part that I would like to share with you is how we are repurposing these square context into, reels or maybe vertical kind of videos. As you can see, this video is only 25 seconds, so this is a great candidate to be released also as a Reels video, or maybe YouTube short, or do whatever you want. And the way how I like to look on something like this is that first of all, you have all the context that you are interested in here. And as you can see, this particular piece of content is only 1 minute long, but it's 25 seconds. But if this, for example, is 4 minutes 16 seconds, so it is not a great piece of content for Reels. So that's why this Instagram icon is red. So you can immediately get a feedback what piece of content is good for which context, okay, or for which platform. And when these all the checks are okay, then you can go to the context switcher and go, for example, to the Instagram IGTV video, or I think this one is vertical. So let me go there. And in this case, I'm pretty happy with the results, but chances are you have maybe the video is not landscape like this one. Maybe it is vertical, so it is covering all the layout, and it is not a great fit for layout or template like this. So in that case, you have to unlink the context. If you want to make some adjustments, maybe you want to use a different headline or different texts or whatever, anything. So let me unlink the context. So this applies if you are not happy with the pre-generated, automatically generated different layout, different context that is in different aspect ratio. Okay, so in this case, maybe I can, go to background and use maybe some kind of this stuff, video mirror, and it is mirroring this video to the background, but I have to, and I want to fix the aspect ratio because it fits the context by default. And I know this video is in these dimensions. So let me use these, and now I will add it to center, and I will lock this and click cover. And in this case, it is now much better for what I want to use. And also, let me get rid of this black rectangle that is underneath the subtitles. Okay, now maybe I don't want to use these rectangles as well, so let me get rid of those. This is the one. Maybe this, I have to choose them in the layers section. This is the second, third, and this is the fourth. Okay. And I'm not sure entirely about these headlines. Maybe I will keep them only first, 5 seconds or so. So I will go to the 5th second. And as you can see, I have this layer selected, this text element, and I will hit Ctrl O. So it will be only in the first 5 seconds of the video. Now when I play it, document our progress so we can see anytime in the future. Okay, and now I don't have, it is only in the first 5 seconds of the video. And maybe I can also reapply the preset. So maybe I can choose my subtitles. This is not what I wanted. I want to go into preset section and apply, for example, this preset and make the font size smaller so it fits 2 lines. Also increase line height, because as you can see, it is, like glued together, and that's not what I want. And maybe add them here, or maybe more like this. Okay, and in this case, I will keep the rotation randomizer for this context. Okay, so click OK. And now document the journey, document our progress. It looks like this. So we can see anytime in the future how. Okay, so it uses and utilizes. Only difference between this and the second and the Facebook video context is that I have the headlines only for 5 seconds or so, and also the subtitles preset is utilizing this kind of rotation randomizer. So when I'm happy, I just export, and I'm basically done, because I can use this for Instagram, YouTube Shorts. I can use it on TikTok, or maybe if you want to really go in a detail, you can change the headline for each of those contexts. Maybe you want different headline for YouTube for some reason, and different for Reels, and different for TikTok. You can do that, and it depends on your needs. Okay, so this is how it works, and this is how we are utilizing, and we are processing and setting the how it is. What's the word? The right workflow for content repurposing, for repurposing our Content Fridays. So this is how we have it currently. In the 2.0 version, I think this will be much cleaner and better, because notes like these there will be support for notes. So by default implemented in the interface, so you don't have to mess with your transcription. Second thing is that you will have checkboxes near all the blocks, so you can mark which blocks were proofreaded and which were not. And also the transcription will be shared with the main part and also with fries. That means now it is isolated. Okay, that means when I click create new fry and I make changes here, it will not reflect in this part, and that might be confusing for sometimes. Okay, also for some people, I think it is better if the transcription is somehow shared with the mine video and with also Fry's. And the biggest difference will be that you will be able to use this part of the transcription and also this part and then some part from the end, and use it for the one piece of content. So you will be able to pick one blog or one sentence from the beginning, and second from the middle, and third from the end. Currently, if you want to do something like that, you have to choose and highlight all the text. So for example, I highlight all the text right here and click create new fry, and then I have to remove what I don't want to have in my fry. So I have to mark all this text and I have to remove it here and click this remove from fry to have it removed from the video and from the fry. So that's not very optimal. And the second way to just pick what you want and merge everything from the transcription into fry will be much better and cleaner approach to this. So that's the upcoming trimmer. Other than that, I think the trimmer is really great tool that you can already utilize and repurpose your long form video content or also audio content into fries and pieces of content like this. So that's what we are currently building, this kind of workflow. And the second part is I would like to announce that we just came to agreement and hired a designer, and she's really super talented and great, and she basically made all the quote. What I'm not if you are aware of our quote pack, but we have some kind of quote pack, and there is like 50 wonderful, and they are really super cool and beautiful quotes that you can, and those are basically templates for Canva and Photoshop, and also a ready to use package. So you just pick templates and share them anywhere you want. And we are also integrating this pack to Content Fries. What you basically see in the quotes generator is just the first quote. So there will be dozens of different quote packs that you will be able to use in the future. And awesome thing is that she will make new, video templates on a monthly basis. So every month we will release a couple of really beautiful and professionally designed templates for your videos and for templates in Content Fries. So that's really exciting. And she will also make different another graphically stuff for us. So we are also in a process of hiring new developers, so that should speed up development a lot. So that's also something that we need to finish, and that's basically all that I wanted to share with you. This week we released a couple of improvements in the trimmer and a couple of bug fixes and stuff like that. Other than that, we are focusing on development of Content Fries 2.0. So that's where our focus is currently going from the development perspective. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys. So keeping documenting our journey and sharing all the great news and goodies with you guys. I'm really excited. Actually, I decided to start recording these Content Fridays. It's super helpful and great also from the content perspective. So we have everything documented and we can see our progress. And that's all. So I forgot to mention one thing, basically, which is regarding the support. And that means when you write something in the Facebook group or if you are sending me a personal message, chances are you will not get a reply, okay? Because I'm not spending too much time on Facebook. I'm on Facebook maybe once or twice a day, and for a really short time, because it's a huge time suck and it's very dangerous. And I need to keep my focus. And that means when you have some issue or trouble, I really recommend you to send it to our support. They have tools, they have everything they need to, investigate into issue and try to replicate the issue so they can confirm it. The best way to report anything, if you have some kind of issue or you discover some bug or whatever, is that you, let me see if okay, we are sharing the screen. You just pick the link of where it is happening, or this is potato, this is fry, and you copy it and you go to support, maybe click this button. Support should be displayed, and scream, I have issue, sound the alarm, okay, and whatever, and send the link where it is happening. Obviously, try to explain what's happening. What's not helpful, for example, is when you say something like I have performance issues, because that can mean many things. Okay, we can't know if your video is lagging, or if something you are changing, you maybe are increasing font size and it is not showing in the app or in this area immediately, and maybe you encounter issues like this. It is really great if you describe what's also actually bad, and you include a link. And in this case, we can really usually we are able to fix bugs and issues that you reported us this way in under 24 hours. Some bugs are more difficult to investigate into and fix and deploy a patch, but usually in I would say maybe 80, maybe 90%, we are able to fix everything in under 24 hours. But that's not a promise. But bug fixes and stuff like that are definitely our priority. So if you find something that's not as you expected, and you think it's a bug, report it to our support. We are active. Our time zone is Central Europe, and I think currently it's a summertime, from 9 to 5 p.m. And what else to say? If you report something in this time window, everything should be solved in under 24 hours during working days, okay? Not during weekends. So that's what I also wanted to mention, because I saw that many people are reporting not in a optimal way in the Facebook group, or sending us messages on Messenger. So with this in mind, I would like to finish today's episode of Content Fridays. Keep being awesome, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you next week.